That was one hell of a ride into the entrance today.
Almost fell off the back of that thing.
That was a rough one. I think we need to have the wheels serviced on that or something. But happy Thursday, shoalmates, and welcome to the 220th installment of the Hot Mess Express with the lovely Miss Didi of Didi's Fin Den. And I
Hush now.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday so far. I felt like today was just a lot of computering for myself and like fry feeding, but otherwise it was pretty chill day. How about for you, Miss Didi? How was your day today?
Well, I have been feeding a few little fry around here too.
Oh, that's so awesome.
The stir-bys have kicked it into high gear. And last night it was like they went crazy. It was kind of rough in the tank. It was kind of looked like I needed to go in and do some rescuing. It was so bad.
Yeah.
But somebody laid a bunch of eggs, and of course, you know me, I like to put them on the spoons, and then I put them up in one of them little breeder boxes in another tank. And I have a nursery hatching tank, and so I got 5 or 6 spoons. You know, you can't get so many on a spoon because you try to get this one off your finger, and another one sticks to your finger that was on the spoon. But
spoon baby.
Stephen, my tanks are probably 78-ish because I've got the thermostat set for 80 in here because I also have some discus with some eggs, so we got to keep it kind of warm for them. It's roasting us, but apparently they like it warmer too. Most Corys like it colder.
Yeah, some Corys, I've noticed the stir-bys prefer the warmer temps to go. Our stir-bys go at a warmer temp.
So you know, little bitty babies. And
that is so very exciting to have some more spoon babies. I'm excited for you.
You know, and spooning always gets somebody in trouble around here.
I guess so. More chores to do, I guess.
Yeah, gets me in trouble. All the spooning there, I'm gonna have to do for them.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh my goodness. Well, fry way. We're trying not to really pull any mops or collect any eggs or purposefully spawn any egg scatters right now because it is 43 days to the wedding. It's 37 days until we leave here for PA. So we don't want to have any teeny tiny fish around on purpose, but we do have some fry.
Oh.
And one of the most surprising fry that we have right now is because I wasn't expecting us to really breed any more of these, but we have a whole tank full. I don't know, but it's about 30, 35 up there of redfin Kodongo cichlids, the redfin borleis. They are gorgeous. But
I don't remember what they look like.
They're so stinking beautiful. They got the blue bodies with the red fins. And they get about 8-ish inches. So they do need a bigger tank. And you want to keep them in a pack, but they're so pretty. But we have, I think somebody wanted some of those. So I think that's why Brian pulled the eggs when he saw. But normally we wouldn't be right now. But we have those. Our orange Venezuelan spawned. It's been a while, so Brian pulled all those eggs, and they all just hatched out. We got a whole teeny tiny corner of just little balls with tails. That's what they look like when they first hatch. So we have a bunch of those going this week. I noticed that, like, because our orange neos basically dwindled down to basically nothing, but I noticed this week that one of my females has a saddled back, which means she should be getting married very soon. I'm so very excited.
Cool.
June said, I asked a few years ago. Well, they are now of size to be making more because we had to restart the colony. The old ones aged out. But these guys are spawned. We have eggs of these guys now. So we're fry of these guys now. So,
Well, I had a surprise teenager show up in a tank.
surprise teenager.
Yeah, I had gotten some of those long fin panda coys from Jess back when we were doing the aquatic morning show.
Yeah.
And they have never they're like, oh, we might get excited and put some eggs on a glass, and then they're like, nope, we're not.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they had one egg somewhere because I was pulling some stuff out, and I've got a little I call it like a 12-year-old little panda koi, long fin too, and it's like, oh my gosh, they had babies somewhere along the line. I've been waiting 4 years for these things.
That is so exciting.
So, I was thinking maybe I had all the same sex or something, but apparently they'd like a real dirty tank is all I can tell you.
There's magic in that there, Mom. There is.
Well, something else that happened this week is I carried the 55 and all the stuff to go with it to Duke, my stepson. And so I was stockpiling a lot of plants so I could carry a bunch to him. And so, by pulling everything, it's like, oh my gosh, this whole mess, this tank it can't even breathe. There's no way flow can get around this thing. So I've been ripping out stuff and putting stuff everywhere. So apparently sometime amongst all this mess, they had a baby. And maybe they're hoarders. I don't know. Maybe they just like it like that.
Some of them are very eclectic. Some are very minimalist. So to each their own, I guess.
Speaking of Jess, she contacted me this week, which is a surprise.
Oh, how's she doing?
She's working again at the school. And for the first time since she's had it, her lily bloomed that Kelly sent her.
Oh, that's
so excited about that.
What color was it? The pink beauty one?
I'm pretty sure it was the pink one, but I can't be 100% sure.
That's pretty cool.
Because that's what Kelly was passing out about that time, because she sent me one. And Jess has a beautiful pond, but she says she's still keeping fish, and that her son is getting ready to his senior year. It's like, oh my God.
Whoa. He was just like 4 years old a couple of years ago.
He was like 10 or 12, being all boy by then.
Yes. I'm glad you heard from her and she's doing good, because I know for sure the fish fan misses the aquatic morning show.
Well, you know what? It was a regular thing that people had to look forward to every daggone day.
Yeah.
And
it was fun.
It was fun. Well. And the duck races.
I forgot about those, the duck races. Yeah, because it's been so. I got to go back and watch some, because I do miss that.
And back then Linky didn't have the wheel and all the stuff that Linky can do now. So she had to rely on, StreamYard or whatever kind of thing she could use to do the races and whatnot. So
yeah, and like Steven said, we do miss Jess overall.
Yeah, and I miss Brooklyn too. I've thought of Brooklyn 100 times this week, because I have Monte Carlo growing up out of the tank.
Yeah.
Brooklyn sent me a picture a long time ago about some growing up out of a tank. And it's like, oh my gosh, I finally got some.
That's so very cool. I feel like it's such an accomplishment when the plants finally break the surface and start trying to terrestrialize themselves. I mean, it's not that cool with like the easy stems, but when it's a slow grower like that, you feel pretty accomplished.
And if it hadn't been for everybody helping me, I would never be doing these plants. Never.
And you're doing such a great job now.
Well, I've learned something all the time, and I mess up stuff all the time. And I wish I knew now what I knew then what I know now, because some of the plants Myrtle sent me, probably died off, and I can't get them back,
Yeah.
But
Well, I remember I killed the most impossible to kill plant from Myrtle, and Stephen had to send me another piece of it because even Myrtle said, "Wow, I am impressed."
that can't be done.
But before it gets too late here, let me go run through and say hello to all those who joined us in chat. And I see a bunch of green highlights, so we need to address those as well. But it says we have 45 fantastic, 50 fantastic showmates in here with us this evening. So I want to say hello and a happy Thursday to Bionic Bigfoot. I think he's here today. Didi Spinden, 3G, Sketty Nona, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, The Zen Ginger, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Mark Sterlson, Jody P, Stephen P, Overtly Overstocked Oscars, hi Auntie June, Tank Girl, Andy Carson, Jenna P, Chew, Peter, The Moneyless Maven, Spinster Sister, Noelle Brucker, Coggin Hills Designs, CR Fish, Shane's Tanks and Bowls, Monster Fish Gal, Fish Family, Fuzzy KR, Pepin Creek Aquatics, May, Scuba Stevo's Aquatics, Toonie Loon, Benjamin Peters, Iron Rand Fish Company. I like that name. Adam McReynolds, Christopher Junkin, All Things Nature in Hawaii with Hawaii Steve. Hi. I just need one dub. That's a new name for us here in chat. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Sue Harkey, Aqua Nugro, Jeff Pelham's Aquatics, Fijon Tankdick, Cheryl Zandel, Cheryl Zandel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I can't figure it out just yet. Fish Nerd, Flying Mouse Aquatics, Bear Bottom Branton, Beto Great Lakes, Christopher Junkin, Tina's Vlogs, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Sad Tapper, Killer Kitty, Ron's Garage, Window Liquor number 5, CC's Aqua Escapes, New Local Austin, Bad Hands, Stardust, Bougie Bish, and Nancy B. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Holy hell. I don't think everyone is.
Wow.
We had some gifts. I think that's what came through on chat, but that's a lot of people, it says.
Thank y'all, everybody that's popped in, and new people and people we see all the time, and people we haven't seen in a while, and they're here today. And Mike, of all things fish, is here, but he's late.
Well, welcome in, Mike. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday.
And Mike was instrumental in getting me over the fear of the CO2.
Yeah, because CO2, it's scary to think about, but once you understand it, it's not so scary anymore.
You know, when you first come in here, you're like, no, I'm keeping my tanks natural. Yeah. But we're pumping air in them. We're doing all kinds of things.
Doing the best we can to replicate nature.
Yes. And Mike said, don't blame him. I've got, 11 tanks hooked up to CO2. I need to start eating the Java ferns. I have a 60 breeder that is packed.
Sounds like you're becoming a little bit of a plant farm yourself, maybe, Stephen.
Well, you know, next month is the clash, and the Fish Fan Link table is going to be raising some funds, and plants is the way. So I'm trying to, you know, just cool my jets for a little bit and let her ride as long as I can.
Yeah. Well, we have a membership milestone from Mark Sterlson, member for 26 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for being a member for all 26 months, Mark. You are awesome. He says slowly building up the months. I know. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I've been monetized over 2 years. That's crazy to even think about. But thank you so very much for being a member every single one of those 26 months. Greatly appreciate you, Mark. And here is your video.
Just when you thought you were safe.
Oh, yippee! Thank you for your support.
I thought we'd start out by creeping out everyone in chat tonight.
Little bear action.
Right. He's really tuckered out because he's been out in the shop with Brian all day. He didn't even have time to take his hat off before the stream. So
wow.
Hagen Hill Design member for 11 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for your membership. And this is close to a year. Oh, you're probably only a few days off too. Maybe even one, like maybe one. But oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for your support. And let us play you. Oh, have you seen this side of Peplin yet?
Well, you know that shop. Since Brian did take the bear out there with him, if he had to go to the bathroom, did he go in the woods and did it happen?
I don't know, because how the old saying goes. I can't think of it right now because I'm so dyslexic. Does a bear poop in the woods?
Yeah. And did he have a Charmin?
He's not a Charmin bear. He's a one-ply bear. So
he's a Rough Rider.
Right. So no, I'm not even going to go there. I have my dad's sense of humor, and I can go too far sometimes. And we are on stream. So Zen Ginger member for 25 months. Oh my goodness, Zenny, thank you so very much for 25 months of membership. She says, dang it, I'm behind, but don't let your credit card lapse, Mark, or I'm catching up. Well, thank you so very much for that, Zenny. We love and appreciate you, and thank you for your membership. Oh my world. That was so cool.
Well, thank you, Tommy, who used to be Silver Creek. He made the mermaids for me. Well, one, and I duplicated her and twisted her around. You know me, but he just sent it to me, and I thought, thank you, Tommy. He wasn't even here to see that, I don't think.
That came out really good.
Yeah.
I like, did a good job with that, Tommy.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really cute. I peeked at that backstage like an hour before we started streaming. I was like, oh my goodness, I love it. And we have the Moneyless Maven Shirley, member for 6 months. Thank you so very much for 6 months of membership. And she says, is anyone really good at identifying for your species? 6 months as a member, can't believe it's been that long. Who would be the best at it? Well, Jeff Pelham, the way they study. But,
well, we have a bunch of Corey fanatics in here.
There are, but is there a specific one that you have, like, that you're needing to figure out what it is?
You can put it on the Discord for sure.
Yeah.
Because look, we even have the Tropical Fish Company up in here tonight. They should know a thing or two about a thing or two.
They should, and I should actually say welcome in Jody P, Clicks Images, Redneck Aquatics, David's Aquatics. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday to you. And Moneyless Maven, let me play you your video. Let me see. Ooh, tractor dance. Thank you so very much for that. Greatly appreciate you. And then we have Peplin Creek Aquatics rubbing it in Zen's face for 26 months as Zen is slacking. No, Zen picked up and now she has to live with it forever. Thank you so very much for your membership, honey. Let me play you my least favorite, but your most favorite video. I don't do that. That's AI, you know that, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. And there's still so many green ones to go through. I apologize for ignoring chat. It says I'm 93 messages behind. But Jody P, oh my goodness, has gifted 10 Foxy's Fishes memberships. Thank you so very much for that, Jody. That brings us up to 102 members to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. Are you able to scroll back and see how those went to, Miss Didi?
I said that was from Jody?
Yes.
And let me go. Whoa. Well, maybe not.
Oh no.
I can see marks.
We lost the Jody people. I'm so sorry.
And they're too far back.
Yeah, because I took too long. I
Sorry.
took too long to get to it. I apologize. But welcome to Shoal, all 10 of you, whomever you may be. And thank you so very much for that, Jody. I'm sorry it took me forever to get to that. Thank you, Jody, again, and welcome to Shoal, guys and gals. And Empire of Dirt Aquatic Chef Kane, member for 26 months, goes, oh, Mindy. But thank you for 26 months of membership, Jeff. You have been amazing. And let us see what Didi's been up to really this week. Cray, okay? But I'm happy to see his hip is working real well.
Well, mine's even working on that one.
Yeah. Thank you so very much for that, Jeff. And then Mark Strollson, not to be outdone by Jody, he's also gifted 10 Foxy's Fishes memberships, which puts us at 112 members to the channel. Thank you so very much for that, Mark. That is overly sweet and good for you. Appreciate that. So you are able to catch those ones, Miss Didi?
And you know, it's not showing me marks now.
Oh.
I swear I saw it earlier when I was scrolling for Jody.
We might have already passed that time span. Gosh darn it. We're doing great. I don't think I can see them either. Let's see. Oh, I see marks. Okay, so welcome to Shoal, Tina's Vlogs, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Sad Tapper, Killer Kitty, Ron's Garage, Window Liquor number 5, CC's Aquascapes, New Local Austin, Bad Hands, and Stardust. And thank you so very much for those 10 gifted memberships, Mark. You are awesome.
Emily was hoping that was going to be Jody on a pole.
We do have one of those. Stephen P. Aquatics, member for 26 months. Thank you so very much for that, Stephen. Says, ooh, for that I have to find him something shiny. Well, this is kind of shiny. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so very much for that, Stephen. And then we have Jody P. Tropical Fish Company officially changed her name. A member for 11 months as well. Thank you so very much for your membership. Greatly appreciate you, Jody. This is almost a year now. Holy buckets. I know. That's crazy. It doesn't even feel like we met each other a year ago. It feels like just yesterday, and we've been best friends forever.
Really?
Well. I love Jody P so very much. I don't even think she quite understands. But thank you so very much, Jody. Here's your video.
Yeah.
Look at those peepers looking through the cracks in the rocks.
I know, my goodness, but she did such a great job until something happened. Something went wrong at the end there. Thank you so very much for 11 months of membership, Jody. And Miss Didi will not be outdone. She's also got to rub it in Zenny's face. Member for 26 months. Take that, Zenny. She might as well. Thank you so very much for being a member since the very, very, very first day, Miss Didi. I greatly appreciate you. Here's your video.
Emmy's like, what the hell? Oh, well, I'll just make it look good anyways.
I love it. I love that one. I love that you've been changing their facial expressions with the video, little cutouts that you do. That's very cool. Now, one more green to address, and that is Toonie Loon, member for 10 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you for 10 months of membership, Toonie. And she just says, yay. Well, yay to you. Thank you so very much for that. Let me see. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen this one in a while. Thank you so very much, Toonie. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for that. Now I'm back in chat. I'm going to say that if you had anything important to say, please put in chat again because it's gone. It's not there anymore.
Yes.
But I want to say
and Jay, Nano Aquarium guy, got here in time to see him dance tonight.
Awesome. Welcome in Nano, Anna Banana, Cinnamon Girl, Big Steve's Glass Boxes, Karen Junkin, and Asia Llewellyn. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Yeah, chat is very fast. It's so hard to keep up on this end. It really is. But I did start something from the beginning. Moneyless Maven said, working and lurking, changing over the tubs for the 19 axolotl babies I currently got. So adorable. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. Okay, so did you pick them up? Did you purchase eggs? Or did the parents spawn for you and you hatched them out yourself? Oh my goodness, I need to know the details. I'm so excited for you. Axolotls, I'm addicted. I can't help it. I'm so very excited for you, Shirley. Yeah, that's really when I start, I guess. Nana says, next time I see Vibes, I'm going to have to make him dance.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
People don't know it. And,
Yeah.
Of course, Lori's got some news.
That's so exciting. Yes, she sent me a message earlier, and Lori has announced that her new grandbaby is going to be a little baby girl. So very excited. Lori the third. Oh my goodness. And Shane says, speaking of eggs, does anyone need any axolotl eggs? Not me right now. We are not hatching anything till after the collage. But yeah, I can't believe Penelope spawned for you. This is a little bit early in the season for them, but axolotls this past year have been spawning at weird intervals. It used to be a set pattern, but they've changed it up, and that's not like a couple people here and there. That seems to be across the board.
I think we're going to have an early autumn.
Yeah.
Everything in my yard is kind of saying autumn already.
Yeah.
We don't normally get it anymore till almost November.
I know there's a lot of leaves dropping right now from trees, but I know that's big part to droughts going on in that area. So they're called the drought drop when they're dropping leaves early. I don't think it's been too dry in your area. You've been getting some rain.
No, we've had rain like for the last 2 or 3 weeks, almost pretty close to every day, or at least every other day. We had like 2 inches yesterday.
Wow.
And it's rained this afternoon. I mean, it's like, yeah, the period between summer and the 2 days that happen, Stephen, the 2 days before winter hits.
That's spring for us.
Well, it's same thing for spring.
You better not have put eggs in the mail to me, Shane. I hope you're kidding. I really hope you're kidding.
And if I'd known we were going to have this cool drop, I would have got with Cheryl to get some more of her electric blue cars because last week was perfect, but it's supposed to be hot again this week. So it's like, well, I guess I missed that, until later because, Duke, he wants the cars now too. So I was going to let him have the two that I have. And it's like, I went out there to catch them. It's like, man, they eat out my hand. I just can't do it. He's going to have to wait. So I called him some red mountain minnows, white clouds, and some black mollies. I'm going to help feed him, until I get a break in the weather. I just can't give him those. Just can't do it.
Yeah, I get it. Welcome in Craig's Catfish Cave, Flatbed Aquatics, Shark Fin Adventures. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Even Brian chimed in. What, Shane?
Oh, and speaking of Shane, thank you everybody that participated last week, helped out any way that you could, shared, chatted, whatever you did. Appreciate every last one of you that helped them.
Yes, thank you so very much for attending Boog's benefit auction. I believe at the end of the auction they raised, was the total $1,100? I believe it was $1,100 for Boog's benefit
in
auction.
that range for sure.
So it definitely helps pay for the testing as well as some medication for a while.
Yeah.
Thank you all so very much for turning out and helping make sure folks has a comfortable rest of their stay.
And I know every once in a while, we step away from fish and do some stuff, but sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Guess what I did?
Well, you don't look injured, so it can't be too bad.
No, it was actually, and it worked out kind of easy. I need to knock on some wood. I bought 2 pin plaques canister filters back when Butterfly had 10-gallon tanks.
Oh,
now,
wow.
mind you, I think one is rated for like 55 or 75 gallons, and the other's rated for like 110 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did it with explicit interest that knowing I was going to get me a big tank one of these days.
Yeah.
And you try to put that long bar and stuff into you have to, counteract everything because the stuff is too tall for a 10-gallon. But, I made it work. But I'll tell you what, I had a sparkly 10-gallon tanks. And they were clean. But this past week, I set up this one tank with that wall of Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
And, you got a new tank and I'm doing little trimmings on all these plants. And, you got stuff floating and dying, from you cut it and you can't find it till later. But with sponge filters, it just wasn't enough because it's kind of packed in there. So I pulled out the mini of the pin plaques. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, that jugger fired it right up. And it hasn't leaked or nothing. I'm gonna knock again. So it was kind of cool. It's got to sit in a bucket for right now because I don't have any room to put it under a tank. So right now it's right in front of, for me to step on and fall every time I get over there. But it's like, I got the other one in there, so I'm going to put that on the other 40 on the other side.
Yeah. It's ready to break ankles at any time.
I mean, why not? You can have a sponge filter, or if you've already paid for the blooming thing, go ahead and use it. Because, now I do still have a sponge in there, but, got CO2 running. And what if the light don't come on the right time? CO2's running. At least some air, is bubbling through there if something were to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's got one of those Hygger lights, I think, you have to, every time the power goes off, you have to reset it.
It's such a pain in the keister.
but the CO2 is going to come on like it's supposed to, so it's like, okay. Yeah. And what if I'm not here? So I sure would hate to kill everything in there.
Oh my goodness, I get that. That's my fear of CO2 because, sometimes the power kicks out here and then the lights, even though they're set to app, there's still the old app. So you have to go in and manually turn them all back on. But if you're not here to know the lights kicked off.
Yeah.
That's why I'm afraid to dabble with CO2 because what if,
Well, apparently I have it low enough because it has happened to me several times. Mm-hmm. And, but I ain't hurting nobody, so apparently I keep it just low enough that it can manage,
Yeah. welcome in, Whips World. Did I say hello, or was I just thinking about saying hello to you for so long? But hi! And I thought before we get into our weekly dive here for this evening, Miss Didi, why don't we go ahead and run a fishy list? Seems as
Sure.
education can go a long way in preventing those CO2 disasters to some degree. That's good to know.
Yep.
One day I'll get brave. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a fishy list. We'll gather some entries here while we are going over some more things. So enter hashtag fishy list if you'd like to enter to get on the fishy list. And I'm not sure if those people were gifted memberships or if we actually have new people in chat. So maybe
I think there was some when I saw some names. I think I saw names that I didn't see in the chat.
Okay, so there are 52 people in chat currently. I think most of y'all should know the rules, but just in case, I'll just go over them in general. The fishy list is to get onto a master list. So enter for your chance now to get onto the master list. Once we have reached 50 names on the master list, then we go ahead and do a grand drawing of that list. And the winner of that list gets to choose a $100 gift card to the store of their choosing, the fishy store of their choosing. And if you're an international shoalmate, you just get a $100 PayPal. So right now is to get onto fishy list. And we are doing right now fishy list number 3. We currently have 2 fishy lists going. So tonight, right now, it'll be fishy list number 3, number 39. So we're looking to fill the 39 slot on fishy list number 3. So we're going to let that go for a few minutes. Why are we so big? We'll go ahead. We'll collect some names on that. I don't like seeing that much of me at one time. That goes up. And I'll put up the giveaway page so y'all can see the names as we're collecting. Touch the boat. So what else have you had go on this week, Miss Didi?
Well, because you snatched some plants out of one tank, now it looks like a mess.
Yeah.
And so the 90 ended up being a nightmare because I have that, I can't remember what it's called, the red stuff in the bag, the is it stratum and sand. And of course, I snatched up a lot of plants. You couldn't even see in that thing.
Yeah.
And so then, my FX4 was already running slow because it needed to be clean. And it's like, it was just like, so it's like, dang on, now I got to clean the filter because I don't want to burn this thing up because I'm lazy right now. So after being on the ladder all day, I then ended up having to go take the FX4 outside and clean that up. And it's like, phew, it went from like 8 miles an hour to back to 100. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So, and then because I had so many things floating in the water, I had to run a polisher in there. So it's like, okay, well, there was duckweed in there. So I set the polisher to catch the duckweed, which did an awesome job. And so like an hour, I was duckweed free again for a minute until, some more break from wherever they're hiding. But that's what I do. I do use a polisher a lot of times to catch the stuffs that when I'm trimming.
Yeah.
And duckweed. So it does work. And all it is a power head and a piece of a Coke bottle and some filter floss. So
yeah, I think you have a short of that up from like forever ago, if I'm not mistaken.
I may have.
Like years ago, like maybe 2 years ago. I remember seeing a video of you polishing a fish tank because I remember asking, what the hell is that? But I'm pretty sure it was a video.
Well, Fisherman Fever, watching his live stream one night, I happened, he explained it. And it's like, oh, I have a bunch of those little things around here anyway, so that you can attach them to sponge filters and, and have a power sponge and all kinds of stuff. So that's the easiest way for me to clear up a tank because I am kind of lazy. And I did a lot of tanks wrong in the beginning. And I'm looking at the 60 that needs to be reworked because it only has like maybe 200 pounds or 250 pounds of sand in that thing.
Only.
Need to rework. It's this deep. I mean, it's
That's
like, oh my
crazy.
God, how did I put that much sand in that thing? But I did. And Vito's SHIE list.
Yes.
She tricked y'all with the spelling. So if you typed in with a Y, you need to go back and change your entry.
Yeah, I didn't spell it the right way. I spelled it the cute way.
So she's like bougie. They fancy on sort of things, you know.
Oh, you have to be fancy if you're a mermaid. Everything's
Yes.
so shiny, and that's all that's allowed.
Yep.
But Steven says, I've been trying to rearrange all the crypts in the puffer tank, and it's been a nightmare with that 5 inches of stratum.
Yeah, I won't do that again because it's a bad time. And you know me, I like to snatch out a plant and move it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So I won't be doing that again.
Yeah, I don't like the red stuff. We like the beigey stuff, the river rock looking pebbly things, and the black sand we like. It's majorly what we go with here. Bougie said, honestly, I think HOBs are my favorite filters because they're so easy to clean. I mean, I use all 3 types, but man, swapping out filter floss is a breeze versus taking apart a canister. I've never had to experience a canister, and I would not do that to myself. Even our big tubs, we just had we have a bunch of sponge filters going in them. That does us.
I'm lazy though, but you know, I can get by with fluoride.
Yeah.
With the FX6s, I might go 6 months without having to clean it.
That's awesome. Well, you're not supposed to clean those too often, right?
No. And the 4, I mean, I've pulled up plants several times, and it's been some really bad times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it should have been cleaned like 2 months ago, really, from all the stuff I've done to it. So I'm not mad at it. Plus, you know, I can hook a hose, you know, the clear hose, vinyl tubings, and I can hook it to the bottom of that thing and pump it out and empty it out that way if I wanted to, so I don't have to pick it up with the water in it.
Yeah.
I can do it that way too. And, you know, just depends on how smart I am at the time when I can remember how to do it that way.
How exhausted you are at the time, how much your brain's working from it.
That's true. One day I stopped and took a nap, like right in the middle of the day. It's like I'm crashing. Sometimes I got to lay down, so I did.
Sometimes you have to.
And you know, I've been in balls to the wall in this room for about 3 or 4 weeks. But you know, it's what it's taken because I've let things get a mess. Even though you might keep up with water changes, but there's more that's got to happen.
Yeah.
Than water changes. And I'm trying to do better in each tank. When I leave it, it's got to be better than it was.
I agree.
Hopefully.
The flash coming up so fast, like you want to have everything buttoned down. That's what we're trying to do. Is make sure everything's squared away, because by the time you get home, you got to do it all over again.
Yeah, and I walked out to the 300, and there's a daggone dead goldfish or a shabunkin in there, stinking to high heaven. So I had to drain that thing too, you know, and refill that. So it's like that wasn't
sorry you lost a shabunkin, but at least it wasn't you just passed on. Yeah, that sucks.
Well, there's baby black mollies in there, and maybe he tried to eat one and couldn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was fine like the 2 days before. So.
Stephen commented, "Oh, the fluorite red. That's some nasty stuff too. That's what we've used, and man." It grows, you know what grows the best with that is hair algae, right from the substrate, nonstop. We did not have good luck with the fluorite red, and Brian bought like 120 pounds of it before he realized he didn't like it. And we've like slowly like mixed it in, using it, but mostly we flushed it out of the house. But that is, no, I will never use that stuff again.
But when you don't know, and that's the only thing you can see on the shelves around here, you know, back then I didn't really know much about ordering stuff that you know, so much better.
Yeah.
But I also had taken sand and put it in like pantyhose and made logs so I could stack it the back up higher.
Yeah.
Well, when I pulled a plant that had gone through the nylon. It ripped that whole thing of sand and it came up with the plant. That sand went everywhere too. So it was like, oh my God. I had a discus and a ghost knife in there, and it's like, I'm going to kill them too. With all this mess. That's why I jumped in high gear. You got to do it. You know, I don't have a choice. And I saw the baby pandas. Like, I got a baby.
The baby pandas. Christopher Junkin says, I like a canister filter with an Eheim pre-filter on it. You have to wash the pre-filter out, but I can go a year without maintaining the canister. That pre-filter is worth its weight in gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me say hello to those who come in with us. Is Whip's World, Alice Shan, Jax's Animals, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, and KJE Aquatics. Welcome in, guys and gals. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. But yeah, it's always good to have a pre-filter on those types of things. Even with like the HOBs, I liked that pre-filter sponge when I still use them. But strictly here, we are just sponge filter.
I don't have any hang-on backs.
No.
Going. I have a few, you know, that comes with tanks and stuff. And I got one with my skate tank last year at the Clash.
Mm-hmm.
But I've put one of those little internal Oasis filter things, which it fits right in the corner on two walls, which is very cute. And it's doing okay in there. It just has sponge and a little bit of media in there, ceramic things.
Yeah. Well, when we had like 1,000,004 axolotls, not that much. But right now I have 10 juveniles and a 75. I have two of those situations going on. And man, you know, just having a couple in a tank, because they don't have a casing on their poop, so they poop and they back up and step on it, and it just. So there's particulate everywhere. So having 10 of them and a 75 do that, I've been highly considering just putting an HOB on there to run it for a few hours a day, just because they are children. I mean, I think it would just help me not have to clean their tanks as hard. But also after October 5th, there will only be 3 axolotls in this house, and then maybe I'll just struggle bus until then. But yeah, oh my goodness. But that's the only one I'm really like, I can't tolerate it, because I know what that particulate is. It's just shit. And I just want to pull it out of the tank. And the water is pink. You want to know how you know your axolotl has diarrhea? If you have a single one, the water will be pink, because when they have diarrhea, there's no casing. It's just pink water. Abysmal water. They poop pink.
Well, would it help on those to run the plenum style filter thing? But not have like real sand and stuff on top. Just have like those little grates that they have on the lights, so it pulls all the poopy and pumps it out.
It's probably a good idea, but that's like we do utility tanks for them, so we set them up and we break them down only in use for the axolotl. So I don't want to set up something like that. I think like the sponge filters normally are fine, but this year, instead of hatching 60 axolotl eggs, I hatched 102 because we had some surrender to us and I had to see what they were. And I am not disappointed, because that's where I got my first ever piebald from. But because of that, I would normally not have any axolotls by this time of the year, but now I currently still have 10, 20, 30. So I still have 30 axolotls. So I'm trying to struggle busted through, because the bigger they are, the bigger their poops are. So the more water changes you need, and out of the swarm room, we don't use any chillers. I have to keep an eye on the smaller tanks that are higher up, but it hasn't been too bad, because Wisconsin's relatively cooler. Although the past couple weeks it has not been. But you do the best you can with what you got, and that's what I'm working for now. And maybe next year I will figure out a more reasonable way to keep too many axolotl short term.
Dang, June is running an FX6 on a 40.
Damn, that must be super clean.
Yeah, I love it.
Steven says his favorite type of filter is the kind that moves water through media. Those are pretty darn good ones, too. Nancy says the bigger they are, the bigger they poop. Exactly. Now imagine a dinosaur turd.
I've been telling y'all for years, size matters, and nobody's been listening.
And Johnny, that's so good to hear. He got his shipment in today. I saw that it was out for delivery. I'm glad you got him. Everyone is A-okay. That's another thing I should tell, because I keep forgetting to do that. This is the shipping report. So shipping report for last week is 100%. Shipping
Yay.
for the year total is 100%. So we're still at 100% shipping for the year. Knock on wood. We continue with that
Yay.
success. And we just add another positive number to that list with Johnny. So thank you for letting me know, Johnny. And enjoy your new little babies.
Speaking of shipping, are y'all going to be having some kubates later in the, like September-ish?
Yes, I have
Okay.
a bunch growing up in front of me, and I have another tank behind me. And I'm going to be keeping a couple to add to the breeder group, but I will have some available.
Okay.
So if
I
you're
wanna get
looking
some
for
more of
some, if
those.
you want to put some on reserve, let me know, because I throw them up on the website, they'll just go like that. So
Yeah, put me down for 8, please.
okay, put you down for 8. And I'll add you to the spreadsheet afterwards. Okay, and then we have Sweet Acres Koi Farm has gifted 5 Foxy's Fishers membership. Thank you for that, Christine. That is so very generous of you. I greatly appreciate that. That puts us at 117 members to the channel. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Are you able to see who those went to, Miss Didi?
Yes. This one went to Jason H., Whizzle Aquatics, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Outside In Aquatics, and Greg.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Shoal, guys and gals. And thank you so very much, Christine. And I don't think you've seen Didi transform yet. So let us show you how it do. My mouth ain't working. I'm trying. Oh my world. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for that, Christine. I greatly appreciate that. And welcome to Shoalmates.
And I think Tommy clipped that from the first ladies' night thing that we did with the ladies the night Stephen was off.
Yeah.
So we've got to get together and get our August ladies' night ready. So I'll be sending everybody an email.
That's coming. Yeah, we need to get that done because there's a lot of things coming up. Bing, bing, boom. So.
Yeah. Are there any more auctions coming up this month?
I believe Jeff Pelham's is August 30th. And then the Aquarist auction is already set up for September, and I think that's the 15th-ish, 16th-ish. I'm not exactly sure on the date, but I just saw that was posted earlier today as well. Mark says he has a fossilized dino turd.
Hey,
I
feel like I've had a few of those.
Oh, when Flatbed's daughter was here, she was digging through the rocks down by the pond, and one of the rocks that she found was fossilized beeswax that still had a bee's abdomen preserved inside the wax, and that was so stinking cool to see that. I would have never noticed. I would have just thought it was another piece of granite or quartz, whatever. I don't even know. I'm not a rock person.
Me either so much, but it is cool when you do see a cool one. So
yeah, that was really cool. If she didn't point it out, I would have never knew. And welcome in. Let's see. I think some of these are who was just gifted, but Fish Frenzy, Gills to Gardens, Crown Tail, Johnny Best, Beta Aquatics, Jason H, Brazil Aquatics, Daniel Berry, Outside In, Greg, Mystery Snail Guardians, and Skippers Aquariums. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday. And I'm going to go ahead and Give you all 30 more seconds to enter for this fishy list entry. Or I can't word. It's almost time for the member video. Can you tell?
I know.
So I'm going to refresh the list. We currently have 41 entries to get onto the fishy list. So I'm going to go ahead and enter stop because that was about 30 seconds of me rambling. Stop. And I'm going to go over and refresh the list one more time because that's my OCD.
And for new people that haven't been here, if your name is called, you have 30 seconds to respond just to get your name put on a list. You don't win anything tonight, but your name is on a list.
A good list.
That one day when we get names on it, we will have a drawing for a $100 gift card to some fish store of your choice. Or if you're overseas, we'll do an Amazon or PayPal. I prefer to do a PayPal, give it straight to you, and let you spend it however you want to.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the most of you probably will want to refresh the stream right now so you're kept alive, because if your name is selected, you only have 30 seconds to respond in chat. But otherwise, we're currently looking for name number 39 on fishy list. Once we reach 50, that's when we do the drawing. So we're so very close on fishy list number 3 to a final drawing.
And your name can be on there as many times as you win the little draw.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I think we're all set with that. And I will draw a name. So remember, you have 30 seconds to respond in chat if your name is drawn. And good luck, shoalmates. Here we go.
Shark Fin Adventures.
Shark Fin Adventures, congratulations. You have 30 seconds to respond in chat.
Shark Fin Adventures. That reminds me of like one of them little cartoon things Butterfly used to watch.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one.
Oh, it does.
Yay! He's there.
Awesome. Congratulations, Shark Fin. You are number 39 on fishy list number 3. Congratulations.
The time to spare. It just
Yeah.
went off in my ear.
Awesome. So thank you so very much for participating in that fishy list drawing. We are a little bit behind. Well, we were supposed to do the dive before the member stream, but we're at the member stream time. So we'll do the member stream video, and then we'll go ahead and go into the dive. So at the making of the member video, we were at 92 members, but we are now at 117 members since the beginning of the stream. And thank you to each and every single one that has gifted memberships tonight. We greatly appreciate you guys and gals. Oh, and there's a special thing with tonight's member video. So when we did Fishmas in July, Liquid Zoo Only Fin sent me some lyrics, and I classified it as Linky's song. So I put those lyrics to music, and this is Linky's recap of Fishmas in July 2025. So thank you to everyone that is a member to the channel, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy Linky's Fishmas song.
A song for the fish fam. It's July, but we're feeling festive tonight. Foxy, Didi, and Santa Claus in sight. Eric's got a sack packed full of prizes. A fish fam chat is full of surprises. Eduardo shouting, get naked with glee, while the giveaways flow as far as we can see. From Dragonstone to booster packs, so fine. It's Fishmas in July, and we're feeling divine. Oh, it's Santa Claus with his lobster shell and giant claws. Fishmas in July, the sack so deep. Prizes for the fish fam, ours to keep. Hashtag entries flying through the chat. Rock hard, dirty Jeff, and all of that. Lisa won big, and we all shed a tear. The community love is crystal clear. Mark gave memberships 10 at a time. Big Steve followed up the generosity sublime. Didi's flipping switches with her southern charm, while Georgia RB3 wins by chattel along. The golden ticket's hiding somewhere out there in a booster box with aquatic flair. Ho ho ho, it's Santa Claus with his lobster shell and giant claws. Fishmas in July, the sack so deep. Prizes for the fish that also keep. Banana, hammock, peppermint, stick and chat, naughty, naughty, we're loving that. From Zen Ginger to the moneyless maven, all the shoalmates that we've been craving. Jody P with her live, laugh, loach. Whips world bringing that special approach. 99 participants strong tonight, making this Fishmas burn so bright. It's not about the prizes that we win, it's the family love that lives within. Ho ho ho, it's Santa Claus with his lobster shell and giant claws. Fishmas in July, our hearts so full. The fish that magic beautiful. Sandy bottom bearer in the stream, living out our aquatic dream. So here's to Foxy on her birthday month, to Didi's winning Eric's generous punch. The sack is empty but our hearts are not. Fishmas in July, the best we've got. Merry Fishmas, Fish Fam.
Awesome.
That was such a cute song. Thank you so very much for that, Matt and Linky. We greatly appreciate that. And thank you to all 117 members to the channel. We greatly appreciate all your love and support. Yeah, that was a really cute song.
We haven't played our shanty song either, but since that one time, that was fun.
Yeah, I need to play that again. And I also, because I'm behind on uploading videos with all this stuff going on, I also need to put that on the channel. The channel.
Chanio?
Chanio. I didn't even know what I was thinking when I was trying to speak there. I hope you all enjoyed that song. I know I really enjoyed it. The lyrics are so awesome. And welcome to chat. I don't know if I said hello to Jason H, but Aquatic Squizzle, Daniel outside did. Greg, Dennis, you're new. Hello, Dennis. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday. But we normally go 2 hours, and we have decided that we need to dedicate at least 5 minutes to talking about fish. So we have come up with a little segment called The Dive, and we take turns. We alternate every week. So this week is Miss Didi's turn for a dive. So is there anything you'd like to talk about before we go into a Miss Didi, or just?
Y'all know me. I don't know anything, but I did a little bit of research, and it came from the Googling and everything. So it is what it is.
Okay, well.
That's it. Ain't making no promises.
I'll see it in a moment. I just gotta put it in solo mode. And how do I do that? There it is. Full screen layout. Here we go.
No sound.
Yeah, I just noticed it's all the way down. I don't think we can rewind. No, we can rewind. StreamYard's getting fancy. Look at that. Okay, here we go one more time. I promise I live stream for a living. Okay.
The reticulated hillstream loach, Sowelia lineata. Now, these guys prefer shallow water with a fast flow, which makes the water more oxygenated. Now, in the wild, they can be found in this kind of water system or even near waterfalls, but they can adapt to many different setups in your tanks. Now, they do like to be amongst rocks and sand, maybe located near the banks. They also like to have the biofilm on surfaces. Yum! These fish have tiny mouths and like to eat many things, to include insect larvae, pellets, bloodworms, brine shrimp, which always brings them to the front, fish flakes, and algae located in the bathic zone. Now, tiger hillstream loaches can also attach themselves to flat surfaces and rocks by using their fins. They can even hold on with a pretty significant water flow. Now, these fish also have the capability to glide a bit if enough flow is present. They get up to around 3 inches. Now, if you've ever seen them hunt for food in sand or loose substrate, they will flutter their fins, kicking up the stuff off the surface, which is where the good stuff for them is. Now, they are a delight to have in aquariums, and it's cool to see their undersides on the front of the glass. I personally keep them in my shrimp tanks, and so far, no planaria. Maybe they're planaria hunters. Who knows?
Let me get him.
Oh my goodness, I love that so very much. Say it's a stick up.
Let me get them. Oh, Lord.
So besides their obvious cute factor, why did you choose the Hillstream Loaches as your dive for this week?
Well, I have them in several tanks. I got some last year from Zen Ginger, and they're in a 40. This particular batch I won off of an auction. They're from Jody P. And of course, they're still little teeny tiny little baby, almost still things. And it's just so hard not to. I see them all the time because that's my skate tank. Yeah. So I'm all the time in there, you know. So I'm looking at them pretty much 3 or 4 times a week for hours. It's like
they're so stinking cute. I love the little floppy flaps.
Yeah,
Steven said something. I gotta find what Steven said that trigger. Oh, Steven said Hillstream Loach, never heard of it. Because I was like, why did Jody just go off on Steven? You shut your dirty mouth. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. And you know, I know there is a resident Loach specialist, specifically Hillstream Loach specialist in chat, right, Jody?
The Live Laugh Loach lady is here.
How many species are you currently up to, if we may ask at the moment? You know, let's do a fish cam interview via chat. Yeah, how many?
Steven said he'd never heard of a Hillstream Loach.
I know, and that you had to set him straight. Yeah, like
I think I read there's like over 200 in the, you know. So who knows?
And I'm thinking Jody has about maybe 148 of them so far. And I hope she breeds them all. I really do hope she breeds them
but you know what? I bet she has more.
I bet she does. She has 21 right now. Awesome. That is so very cool.
It's the green leaf stem in the video.
Oh, if he wants to know what kind of plants you have in your tank.
There were some star ginger pins in there. That's where the loaches were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tripartita Japan is in there. This green.
Got some blurriness there. That one. That's Bacopa.
No, that's star ginger pin.
Is it?
I don't know how you say it, but yeah, I don't have any Bacopa in that one.
You said it like it's spelled.
Yep. But that's the only tank that probably doesn't have Bacopa in it.
Everything looks like Bacopa to me.
But you know, I knew it would grow so fast, and I've got the CO2 kind of high in that one, so it's like no.
Yeah. That's a very 21 types of loaches. But yes, speaking of Jody P, she had quite an announcement this past week. Have you heard what her and Christopher Junkin and They Who Shall Not Be Named are doing? Starting a tropical fish company. That's so very cool. So very excited for them. And I cannot wait to place our first order with them. I know that they said they're going to start like putting in their first orders and stuff to bring in fish, I believe, after the Clash. So I'm very excited. Cannot wait because the Clash is only how long away? 42 days away. So Jody P and Christopher Junkin and they who shall not be named officially open for business right after the Clash. So I'm so very excited. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing first year and many, many more years to come. But yeah, I was so excited to hear that. It's so very
Yeah,
cool.
and she's been bringing in. Look, they've been getting in tanks by the pallet.
Yes.
How many of us would have loved to have done that at one time in our life? Just a whole pallet full of tanks.
Did you see them loading the pallets onto the flatbed or the trailer on the flatbed? Whatever the hell it was.
Trailer.
I know that they said they ordered like 270 tanks. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of weight. Did you get all the tanks home yet, Jody? Are you still trailering? Because yeah.
And Steven says none of the tanks broke. And
Most
they're going to
impressive.
be drilling these tanks. And Jody, what size are the tanks? Are they all the same, or are you going to be having some different size tanks in there too?
I know the ones that I saw, I believe those were 40s. But I think that they're going with all the same size across, unless, I sometimes sleep and sometimes I dream. And sometimes they're very
pretty. All these 40s. That's my favorite tank, the 40 breeders.
She said we broke a couple on the second go around. We have them all. Awesome. It's like you have them all. You bought them all too? Goodness gracious, Missy. We're also very excited for y'all. We can't wait to get some healthy fishies.
And I think I heard on the mic drop the other night that she said they had a goal of 6 weeks. And maybe I misunderstood because I was, cleaning, pulling out plants or doing something and listening. But I think that's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the not mic on the mic drop last night. I didn't get to chat, but I was listening as I was making dinner. Now, let me tell you, I think listening to Jody P on the mic drop made my chicken come out better because it was
well. And I'm sure she had the biggest kahunas up there.
Hey, ours just sit a little higher, right?
Yeah. And look, Kelly was spooning too.
Hello, Kelly and Fat Kitty. Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you, lovelies. I hope you're having a fantastic day and a very good week. Oh, it is fun to scape a 40 breeder, and it also can be a little infuriating if it's like a middle shelf tank and you're short.
That's what my second scape tank is, a 40 breeder. And of course I look at it the whole time I'm here.
I have Duke and Pacome there in a 40 breeder, and theirs isn't really fancy, but I have jungle val in the back and their caves back there and a bunch of rocks. So I had to go back there and pull out all the debris because you know what? Guess where they like to poop? Not up front where it's convenient and I can reach it with the python. They had to poop behind the rocks and all the stuff. So I had to go back there and suck it all out. And I'm also sucking up baby shrimps at the same time because that's what these into. It's okay. I see the shrimps running out the tube. They're fine. I just let them go.
Well,
but it's hard because I'm 5'6". I have really short arms. I got angel wings. My arm got stuck in the tank sometimes when I'm trying to trim down the jungle val in the backs. I think I need a little bit more space between, but it's a very hard reach for me. And sometimes I can't reach the very back without some kind of tool assistance. So they're fun to breed, but I think I need mine a little bit lower.
Well, that's the thing. If I was to do this all over again, the 90 would be lower because it's a top step on the two-stepper for me to even think I'm going to take the tweezers unless I get those ones that's like 3 feet long, which are hard to hang on to, by the way. But if I'm going to use tweezers, I have to go to the second step up, lean in there. Now, I mean, your whole sleeve is wet, but I made it tall enough to put the FX6 and stuff underneath. And looking back, I would just leave room from the side if I had to, even do without a tank on a bottom row somewhere.
Yeah.
just to drop it down and maybe just store, foods or something in bins, whatever. Because that's the hard part is crawling up, especially when you're in there for a couple hours. Oh,
Um,
Big Steve just
because,
found a power strip burned up and melted. That's scary. It is.
oh
I walked
no.
into our guest bedroom, and just as I walked in there, smoke came out of a power strip, and of course I snatched it out the wall and threw it out in the yard real fast. But what if I hadn't walked in at the right time? So you got to be careful. Check your
Yeah,
dates on
that's
those
crazy.
things.
Mhm. And Jody says we have a little less than 6 weeks to get everything running. Wow, that's
Yeah.
super fast. Jody is not going to sleep anytime soon. And welcome in, DJ Guppy. Thank you for joining us. Nancy says my 40 is a holding tank for things I don't know what to do with. It's a mess. She said she had one just like it.
Well, that's what the
I had,
55 was for me. It was like a
yeah,
catch-all.
yeah, I had originally a 75, and then it went down to a 29, and now they're out in a 110. And oh my goodness, the 110 they're out in sprung a very, very, very bad leak this week. Like it
Uh-oh.
was just draining half the pond at a time each day. So we kept filling it back up. So I haven't purged the pond yet because we just kept topping it off until we can get to it. Because it's slowed down now. So I think maybe some hair algae or something blocked it, but it's leaking right from the plug. And it was fine. And all of a sudden it was flowing fast. So we've been having
I had to
We got-
repair my first year. I had to repair a plug on the first tank, first
Yeah.
pond too. If I do it again, when I take these things and move them, I'm going to silicone the whole thing shut because I don't drain from it anyways. I pull out with a pump
Yeah.
and pump it out. So, and besides, I'd never be able to reach it behind all the crap that I stick in front of all these ponds. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the worst thing you can have is a day. I even bought an extra one because I figured the other one's going to do it too, which I suspect it has a slow leak because I filled that one up more,
Yeah.
top it back off, and it's in the shade. So it's not the evaporation getting that one.
And those are my
Yeah.
Island of Misfit Fish tanks. So they're outside having the summer of their lives, and and now their beautiful body of water has sprung a leak, and it seems to be like a 2-year rule with the ponds because I have like the shorter, wider version. That's the 110. This one's 100. This is a taller, thinner version, and it seems to be on year 2. They're whatever the hell those things are called seem to start leaking. But the first one, she's a slow leak, like a slow drip. It's not even noticeable. Like you can leave her go a month and maybe she'll lose a gallon. But from draining. But this one, she was losing about a gallon a minute until she got halfway, and then it's just a slow trickle. So we definitely have to pull them out. And unfortunately, I got to bring my Island of Misfit Fish back in early, but we'll get that fixed. It's an easy fix, but it just sucks I had to cut their season short because I know they were having fun out there.
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
sometimes it happens. But, that might be the one good thing that hair algae is good for.
Yeah, plugging up stuff.
Plug a hole in it.
Yeah. Yeah, power strips and what Bougie says there, emphasis on not a cheap one, UL certified. Yeah, that's what we use here. And if you can, we try to plan to do our electrical outlets above the tanks also, so that way you never have any water drip back on them. But just having one like burn out for no reason, yeah, gets scary too.
Yeah, and you never know when it's going to happen. So, knock on some wood. I went around and checked the dates on every last one of them and snatched them out. Because if you'll put one behind a cabinet, it'll stay there for 30 years. Stephen,
no.
he likes to live on the edge.
I guess so. Daisy chaining several Temu power strips. They're probably not even grounded. She says, now I have a fire extinguisher in a room full of boxes of water. You have to, though, just, to be safe. there's a lot of electricity going, a lot of cordage going on with all the lights and different items. And welcome in, Geek Boy. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday. What do you think about us doing one more fishy list for this evening, Miss Didi?
Awesome.
You think it?
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Awesome.
Because look, we're getting on number 3, that one that Sharpfin just got on. They are number 39, so 11 more, and that one we're going to be pulling a name. And we'll be working on number 31 on this one. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in honor of Jody P. and Chris and who shall not be named for Tropical Fish Company, hopefully launching in 6 weeks, we will do hashtag Live, Laugh, Loach to do fishy list number 4 for this evening. And there we go. When I put that into Suno, when Matt sent me over the lyrics, that I put in hashtag Live, Laugh, Loach, I kept going live, laugh, Loach. So I had to put LIV, just live.
It's like you did that name that we had to make a funny word that rhymed with something. So you typed it as like says, and I can't remember, but it did come out right in the song.
Yeah, you had to type it weird for it to say.
Because you said it would do it weird if you didn't do it that way, and no darn if it didn't come out perfect. I love that song.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah, we're going to let this go for a little bit for fishy list number 4. Tomorrow morning, I am doing Foxy AM, so definitely tune in for that if you're awake at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. Join me for a cup of coffee. I usually have my bucket of coffee in the morning. And then right after Foxy AM, about 10:15 Eastern or Central AM, I'm doing a video premiere. I won a Fisher Punks booster box from Empire of Dirt, Jeff Kane's Shark Show. And I finally opened the damn thing after having it for 2 weeks. I have a premiere coming out for that tomorrow morning. Did I get the golden ticket? You'll have to tune in to find out. But it was so much fun.
Last Friday.
You can trick Suno into saying bad words too, just spell them differently. Well, I'm not up to that yet, but
I was in the fish room from like 7 o'clock that morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and completely forgot it was Friday because we didn't do Hot Mess Express Thursday.
Yeah, we were weird last week.
We were on Shane's channel, but I guess I'm thinking I finally saw something like Foxy's Fishes, like 77 views 2 hours ago, and it's like, oh, today's Friday. I forgot. Sitting right here.
It's fine. You're forgiven, I guess. Wendy says, I heard bad words and was magically drawn here. Hi, Wendy. Welcome in. Happy Thursday.
Don't you know it, too?
Wendy, what is the word of the day? We should have him come up with the word of the day every Thursday for us. Hello, Jesse. Welcome in. Just let you know, I'm going to steal the big black horse and the baby goat. So be prepared. Oh, my goodness. Jose, Joy of Fish Keeping, went down to visit just one more fish, Jesse, and toured all of his cute animals. We didn't get to see part 2 yet, so we didn't get to see the fish room, but everything we saw so far, like, I need that horse and that horse and that goat and that goat. So very cute. Jeff says there's still one lunchbox left to give away. Yes, and that's once Jeff reaches 1,000 subscribers, and I think you're ever so very close, Jeff. Where are you at right now on your road to 1K? Steven says, Chris Junkin has magically summoned me by saying CO2 in a chat before. I can believe that. I can believe that. Yes, and Jody's reminding everyone, enter Live, Laugh, Loach.
I wonder if we mentioned Ted Aqua, if Dr. Ted will appear.
I think he was in here earlier, I think. Wasn't he? Am I dreaming things? I just want him to be here.
It's going so fast. I can't tell you who's in here. I've said hi to somebody 2 or 3 times. Hadn't said hi to some of them because I can't remember. It's just too fast.
Yeah. Well, according to Fish Fam Link, we've had 96 people in here this evening. But I think some of those are the gifted memberships that went out. So 25 of them may not be here. Some might be. Stephen, I love pineapple and pizza. Speaking of which, I called Sal's this week. And that's who we'll be getting the phenomenal pizza from for our Clash wedding. So I called him and I confirmed the order. I put in all the order for all 30 pizzas this week. And so that's done. I'm excited, but oh my goodness, I'm nauseous all the time too. I'm nervous. It's a big thing. I'm nervous, and there's so many little details, but that was a big one. So everyone's going to be fooded well.
You may not get anything else to eat or drink, but you'll get a slice or 2 of pizza.
Oh, we're gonna have other things too, but at least that's locked down for now, so I don't have to worry about that. And I think I just had to send payment to Scotty, and then the drapery and chairs and tables are taken care of as well. So yeah, I'm there because I've been waiting forever for Scotty to tell me to pay him already. Jeff says the 1K should be a great stream for hopefully a lot of people. So did I miss him saying how many people?
He's at 980. 980.
Only need 20 more. Come on, everyone's got a backup account. Go get up, Jeff. It's so very close. Yeah, pizza. It is for pizza. Wendy says, do I want? Oh, wait, no, I'm not reading that because it came from Wendy. And Didi has dropped Jeff Kane's link in chat. Thank you so very much for that, Didi. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be sure, we can get him squeezed in there.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been catching up on 20 stuff. A couple more things to do. I still have to write my vows, but at least I've been thinking about them. Oh, goodness.
I don't have one either, Nathan.
It says we only have 2 entries so far for Live Laugh Loach.
Oh, there's been more than that. So
I know. That's what I was like, what's going on here? Live Laugh Loach. I spelt it right. But it only picked up 2 people's names. So
Steele?
Yeah, I refreshed. And I only picked up 2. But I think the wheel of names, if I'm not mistaken, it'll retroactively pick up.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah. Sometimes it breaks, but still, we'll use this so you'll know what to enter until I get one of them. Am I one of the 2? You are not. One of it is Jody and Asia. Are the only 2 that made it onto the fishy list. So I guess we could do Wheel of You Loose for this one. Let me go get the Wheel of Names up in another tab.
Yeah,
I'm not even typing because my keyboard's off. Gracie has trained me to auto shut my keyboard off as soon as I'm done typing because she usually comes over and just lays on it. Okay, so
Maybe they're having a spooky dookie.
Right.
Jeff, you need to respell yours. You missed your U. Mousy said they stuffed cheese on the wheel. She packed the crack. Now, Geek Boy says he can see 41 entries on the wheel. Maybe you need to go back out.
Check. Refresh. Refreshing it should be enough. It's only saying 2. There was 41 entries for the first giveaway. But let me try. Because I shouldn't lose it. Is it this one?
We will see.
They're not named anymore, so I just had to. No, yeah, fishy list. That was the first one.
Did you close that one out?
I didn't close it out. No, I clicked remove. I never close them out. Matt always cleans them after me. Yeah, this one is only picking up 2. And then Wheel of Names.
Don't do anything yet till we figure out what's going on.
Okay, so for Wheel of Names, how do you tell it what the word is? Because it's not showing me.
No, it's
up here.
Well, you see it at the top, fish fan giveaway, the keyword.
Yeah. Do I see it? I know I broke it, and it seems like I broke Wheel of Names too. Let's see. If refreshing
I'm trying to scroll up on it. No wonder I can't.
Oh, do I have to click new? Oh, I had to click new.
The uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter on that. Yeah, she derailed the wheel.
Yep.
Hi, Lance.
I don't remember how to use Wheel of Names.
Sleepy
I don't know
barbecue.
Hi, Lance. Welcome to my first stream ever. Oh, my goodness.
Steven said, try doing a giveaway again with the same hashtag.
Okay. So stop this. You know, I didn't break the wheel. Jody broke the wheel with her live, laugh, load. See what? Jody broke it.
Yeah. No, nothing is ever rigged. Oh, by the way, Vibes isn't going tonight. He and Todd are going to both be busy. And of course, Smokey, her work schedule is a little bit funky right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Ed's going or not. I haven't checked that far.
Yeah, I don't know if Ed is going. I didn't check. But I also didn't see a post from him saying he's not going. So.
No, you do not have to re-enter. It goes back.
No. Yeah, retroactive. So everyone's name is there. 39.
That's the cool thing about this wheel. Instead of like the StreamYard wheel, you would have to all re-enter. Yeah, he's scheduled.
Okay, awesome. Hi,
Ed is going.
Thank you for joining us. Okay.
I've been doing lots of crafts lately, so.
Lots of crafts. Eat something.
Crafts. Craft. You need to craft every day, but
remember, October's coming.
I've been crafty, so Ed is like, oh, I bet Ed might be. Oh, Ed, I bet Ed can tell me what to do on this one. Ed. And Bare Bottom Branton's finally here.
Welcome in, Branton.
We had a long shower tonight.
He must have. What? What? Nathan says that's what I'm doing wrong then. It's probably out of context, but it's still funny as hell.
Well, when you get older, it's most definitely more important.
And Geek says, I've done a bit of crafts today, 2 Belgian style crafts. That's drafts and you're drunk, Geek. I hope you're not traveling home on your own.
310 Aquatics popped in.
Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday to you. But if you don't mind, while we're collecting some of the names for the fishy list, I'm going to go through and play the birthday song. So I want to say a very merry birthday to our shoalmates, Oink Master Supreme, Papa Shrimp, Bunny Viper, Xanadude, and Toonie Loon. Especially a happy heavenly birthday to Bunny Viper. I hope you all had a phenomenal birthday, and I hope you all have another fantastic trip around this lawn. Without further ado, here's your birthday song.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Happy birthday, shoalmates.
Oh, and we had two youngsters, Lily and Stephen, and Jenna's daughter. She had a birthday, I believe, on the 5th. Butterflies
Yes.
was on the 6th, and they both turned 14.
Oh my goodness. Everyone's getting too old too fast. That's crazy. 14 already for both of them. I remember when Butterfly was just teeny tiny. It's
I
crazy.
know.
Watch them grow. And like Lily just had her second birthday, and I swear she's a 4-year-old in a 2-year-old's body. She is tall. She is speaking almost in full sentences, and she is just wickedly smart. And you better answer her question, because she'll ask it 47 times and will not respond to what you're asking her until you answer her question. So she is stern as well. But yeah, they're growing up so fast. So, oh my goodness. Happy birthday, girls. But Brenton says he was here from the beginning. He also said my name, but then you disappeared. So when you came back an hour and 40 minutes later, we had to say hello to you again. And Jeff said Brenton probably fell asleep on the toilet and hasn't made it to the shower yet. He says, I'm getting in the shower just now, actually. See, so it happened. His legs must be asleep.
And Daniel Velez, hola.
Hello, Daniel. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to get onto fishy list number 4, please enter hashtag live laugh loach.
I'm going to type it. Live, laugh, loach. Is that right?
I'd still spell it wrong for some reason. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so yeah, just been working on other like wedding stuff. Oh my goodness. You know, puppy Shane had a flare up like with seasonal allergies last year. Well, they have struck again, and with a vengeance. Like he had a little bit of scritchies this season. So he just finished his course of allergy meds. But then whatever is blooming right now, he is like extremely allergic to, and we can't pinpoint what it is. The vet said it's basically impossible to pinpoint it. But overnight, he ripped off a huge chunk of like skin off the top of his head. So we had to put him back on his meds. He's got his little donut on. His medicine, he's on day 2 of it now. He's like finally starting to calm down his scritching. But I feel so bad for puppy Shane. I wish I could figure out what it was and just like save him from it. I feel so bad. He says my granddaughter turns. You have a granddaughter? Wow, I did not think you had a granddaughter. Turns 10 this year. Whoa. I'm not even 50. I hear you on that. That's incredible.
And Nathan has words of wisdom.
Remember, it's yours, and you can wash it as fast as you want to. Oh my goodness!
Which is true. He ain't lying.
You can't swear it's clean though if you're fast tracking that wash.
No, you can't do it all, but you can speed.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh,
So,
mercy.
yeah, we're watching puppy Shane. He's starting to feel a little bit better. His German Shepherd friend came over to play with him yesterday, but we couldn't let him out to play for playtime because, his German Shepherd friend is a moose and Shade is like super itchy and fragile right now, so I don't want to put them together.
Yeah.
But in a week, he'll play with his friend again. But I feel bad for Puppy, but he looks so cute in that shark donut we got him. I don't know why, but he kind of, when he has it on, it reminds me a little bit like It, the movie. Like he's in the clown costume himself because it's like shark teeth with the red mouth background. And he looks so sad in it, the poor guy.
Huh. Yeah, that sucks. Well, I don't have allergies per se, but my skin does, on my face does a thing in the fall. And that's why I say fall's coming early, because it's doing it this week.
Oh,
And it's like, maybe I need some of Shane's medicine.
maybe.
I just need some doggy cream.
If you need to change, Shane's on Apoquel and it's working fantastic. Alrighty, but I think we let the fishy list run here long enough. I'm gonna enter stop and chat here, and I'm gonna go over and refresh the list. So stop. I'm not typing again. Stop.
I was silly coming in here with nothing to drink.
I got
like-
this. It was like not very much. I'll drink over here so I don't tempt you. I didn't think about that. You said I need a drink. I'm like, I'm also thirsty.
And this is the truth right
You
here.
got all those tanks around you. Just go take you a sip. The nerd says, I think old people are realizing we went to high school together. You know what made me feel really old? Is that I used to just be able to click on the drop-down list of the year you were born and to be right there, and now I have to scroll a few times.
Now you got to scroll and scroll and scroll.
I know.
I have never been to a high school reunion, and I'm only one county away. But if I was to go now, I'd be like 50 years out of school.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just waiting to see how many of us will be alive the year I go.
My high school had a reunion, I think last July, but I think only like 20 people went to it. I didn't go. I live halfway across the country. I did not make it back, but my class graduated with 143 people and 20 went to the reunion.
I hope I don't FAFO and find out myself. Don't make it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jody says she never cared to go back. Yeah, same here. All my friends are here. All right, so we are at 42 entries for fishy list number 4, and this will be for number, where am I on here?
31.
31, yes. It all fell apart on me. It all fell apart on me. So yeah, fishy list number 4 for number 31. The most important thing to remember is if your name is drawn, you have 30 seconds to respond in chat to claim your name on the list. So without further ado, guys and gals, here we go. Good luck.
Monster Fish Gal.
Monster Fish Gal, congratulations. You have 30 seconds to respond in chat. Muzzy says, I'm here.
You got to do like Scotty would, have it typed up, ready to go.
Where is Scotty? Scotty is MIA.
Yeah, she's here.
Awesome. Congratulations, Lori. You're number 31 on fishy list number 4.
I think Scotty's working.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that job stuff.
With time to spare, too. You were fast, ladybug.
Yeah. Because she's up to date. She refreshed. But thank you all for participating in fishy list number 4. And congratulations, Monster Fish Gal, on being number 31. we are ever so closer to drawing some grant giveaways here. But we are down to about 12 more minutes, Miss Didi. I don't really have much else to speak about this evening. How about you?
Well, let me see. Probably not really, but let me. I've been watching a lot of Green Aqua channel lately because I've always wanted to learn how to skate, and I did that thing at the class last year just as fun because I really thought that was going to be the last time I went to the class, and it's like, why not? What the heck? And normally, oh my God, you should have seen the pile of plant weights where the plants have died. That was like I straightened them out. It was that big around. Like it must have been like 12 packs of plant weights I found just, digging through that mess yesterday or whatever day that was. And, because normally I'm like, oh, okay, I think it'll look good here. I think it'll look good here. Well, I'm trying to actually learn, what the thing is. Actually gluing wood together to make a shape instead of just buying one, and just stick a piece of Anubias on it, which is fine. It looks pretty, but I'm trying to do that kind of stuff. And you know what? I've always liked to learn, and in this business, you never stop learning. But that's been fun because I pulled out my crafting, ideas and stuff I learned with that plastic canvas. And, you do the needlepoint where you pull the embroidery. Well, sewing on the Monte Carlo is the same thing. So I was like, oh, this is like back in the day when I was doing crafts. And I cut me some strips of it, and I used it to corral my soil from my sand in the front. And then you pull it out after you got everything, kind of hunkered down in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, I did something else. But lo and behold, I've come up with a new thing this week. I've got a bookshelf tank that I'm trying to scape Iwagumi. And I've already taken it down once because the rocks were way too big. And it just couldn't move in there because that's a little teeny tiny tank. So I got smaller rocks. But if you build at the back at all, the smallest sponge filter that I have sticks out in the water. You know what I mean? So I took some of that crafty stuff and I have made me a tunnel and I buried it in the aqua soil. So it has a little bit of room behind it. So take that, Chattanooga Ed. I made a hide that you can find a sponge filter. So we'll see how that works for the littlest, teeniest one that comes from Aquarium Co-op. I'm going to put that in there and see if it will work. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's like, oh, I've been so crafty. But, that's 3 uses for that. Oh, and I made a pearl weed thing for a wall.
Nice.
Right now what I'm doing, shrimp, so the shrimp can just go up there and eat off of it. But I'm flipping them so that the Monte Carlo's like in the air a little bit. Because it grow up out the water and it's growing way faster. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to keep doing with all this Monte Carlo, but it's everywhere. And Kelly said it would be everywhere, and she wasn't lying. But why not have a green wall if it's instead of green algae on the walls of your tanks, put some green Monte Carlo on it and clip to your heart's content. I haven't trimmed it yet, so it's like probably going to be ripping it out. But what the heck, I'm trying it. It's fun anyways. I mean, it's just a piece of plastic if it don't work. I do have CO2, Daniel, but in the shrimp tank that I'm just growing them, letting them be like sticking up out the water. No, I don't have to have that.
Yeah.
And Jay, I posted it on a video, the green wall one, and I love it. It looks good right now, but we will see. And where it's at the top, of course, now it's growing and coming out, so it's going to be like blocking the light from some of the other. But I got 2 lights on that tank, so maybe it'll still do. But I'll probably be trimming it some. But it's like this. It's free. It's just time. And if it don't work, I'll snatch it out.
Yeah.
I can't be any further behind. I'll just never get on the Monte Carlo pickings out of there.
But it looks so good, though. I love those little walls that you made. And good night, besties. Sweet dreams. Nathan says, I need to find a channel on scaping. I want to learn proper technique and whatnot. I just throw things together and I hope it looks good, but I'm never totally satisfied. Well, Green Aqua is a good one to watch. I also know
Brooklyn turned me on to that a long time ago. So
yeah.
I just like their style of videos too as well.
Yeah, they're very peaceful. I enjoy that.
And Balaz, he was so cute. He did a video, and at the end, something about some basic and instinct. So he did a little, play on that Sharon Stone where she did the leg crossing thing. Of course, he busted out laughing. He couldn't keep a straight face, but it was so cute. Just people having fun.
Yeah. And hello, Juanita. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope you and Mr. Ed are doing well this evening. Oh my goodness, we got it. So, I saw a question in chat. Where'd it go for you? They asked, how did you attach it?
Now, in the first tank, in the little 17-gallon, it was tall enough that I had some of these clips from when you get CO2 line, so you can run it over a tank. It looks like an old-fashioned clothespin without a top, and that held it. But when I put it in a 40, it wouldn't stay. It would kind of stay, but it was enough that fish could swim up or under it and get in there and get stuck. So I went and got me some trim, PVC trim, like the real thin stuff, and I cut me some strips, and I have just enough tension from the soil up to the top of the the rim of the 40 breeder, and where it's at once the plants grow up to where they're supposed to be in those spots you won't see it. So, and the Monte Carlo should grow around it and kind of cover it too. So right now I can look in there and see it, but hopefully one day you won't.
Yes,
but it's going to be a beast to trim because it's vertical.
Yeah, maybe you need to get those fancy scissors.
Well, I do have a pair, and but I'm probably going to get one of them electric shavers that shaves underwater. I wonder if that would work.
I've seen people doing that, but I don't know how.
I've seen them using toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes, to clean algae off of wood and stuff.
Yeah, but I have seen some people shaving their plants too, but I don't know how much you're supposed to submerge those. Who knows? But welcome in, Larry D. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday to you. Thank you for stopping by. We're about to head out of here in just a few minutes. George Farmer is another good one. Thank you. I have streamer brain so bad, so I literally said, who's a good aquascaper to watch? And it just gone. Green Aqua.
And I've seen the one Big Boy reference too. I think he's Hungarian, so the name doesn't pronounce like what I would, if I was saying it. It don't pronounce like a J, I don't think. But yeah, I've seen several of his too. I mean, I just love watching it because they all give you a tidbit. I did not know that Marsilea can grow as an epiphyte.
I learned that the hard way.
And it's working,
It's very cool how I learned that from it. For some reason, like it went around the perimeter, filled in some of the middle of the substrate in the tank. And then it went back over to the corner and started climbing, growing up itself. And it's now starting to pile up itself going up the wall. So that's how I learned it. Because I was like, what's going on here? So I looked it up and I was like, no way.
And they have smaller ones and bigger ones. So it's like, we've got the big one that I think Kelly sent you some. You sent me some. And look, I can't grow Monte Carlo on the bottom, and I just barely am now learning how to keep Marsilea alive. But I can grow it other places that you don't normally think about it. So you got to do what you got to do. So try something new. If you don't like it, you just rip it out.
Just like our pearlweed won't grow if we plant it right in the substrate unless we leave it floating for a while, and then some will take to the substrate.
It does better floating, and yet it makes a cool looking bush, like when you're making.
It's great spawning material too, and hiding. material for the fry, so we let it float around in a lot of our tanks.
Now, it'll be interesting. I just did the pearlweed mat. It was just a little scrap piece I had, and I've given away most of it. So I just had a little bit left here and done that. And the Suswassertang ropes, I just did 7 or 9 the other day. I can't remember. So I'm up to like 12 or 13. We just wrap tons and tons of Suswassertang on nylon rope and just anchor it at the bottom and tie it off to something at the top of your tank. And you have like, you can crisscross them or whatever you want to do. Of course, I have so many plants you can't see it, but it's in the 125 right now. But I was hoping to make enough that I could do little like lattice work, like on the back of the
that'd
tank,
be
see if that would work.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, Keith, I mentioned Bush, and that got his attention. Now he's paying attention.
Yeah, his ears perked up with that one.
I mean, what a damn thing we said all that long, but we mentioned the bush. Bush is getting shaved, that kind of stuff. Now he's paying attention.
That's some really cool crafts that you have going on, and I hope that they take off for you. I
Yeah.
cannot wait once like everything is fully established and starting to crawl away from and fill in the mats that we get an update for it. It's gonna look so like magical. Those are the best.
Yeah. And I have Monte Carlo growing on wood now too, because it's kind of close to the top. And that was really easy once it started. It's like, oh my gosh. We can't get it to grow on the bottom. I don't know why.
It's just not into bottoms. That's all.
Jody's mowing down her bush right now.
Yeah. Bushes be growing fast.
How many bushes you got, Jody?
Oh my goodness. I see Anna added, but I don't see anything else. Did I miss something? Did I miss something from Anna? Or maybe she didn't finish your sentence.
I don't think that we did.
But we are at the 7 p.m. Time, so we're at the end of the stream. Welcome to the end of the stream. Name him. Who says that?
Name him.
Welcome back to the end of the stream.
She has too many bushes, but she does have a beautiful yard from what I've seen behind her.
Yeah. She is a plant fanatic, so she's just starting into fish, and soon her fish room is going to end up looking like her yard extensively. With all the beautiful plants, her fish room will be filled with gorgeous, many more gorgeous fish. So, all this bush talk, I need a cold shower. I read that wrong at first. I read it as go hug a bush and not fish. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All this bush talk, who knows? Now, we should have started this in the beginning.
It made Phantom come out of the bushes.
You shake a bush long enough, you get stuff out of it.
And Fathom Aquatics, Alex has gifted 5 Foxy's Fishes memberships. Thank you so very much for that. Greatly appreciate you, Alex. And that brings us up to 132 members to the channel. Thank you so very much for those. Miss Didi, are you able to see who those were gifted to?
Yes, one went to Anna Banana, the Nano Aquarium Guide, Linda Worth, Nancy B in Tennessee, and Cecil Mayberry.
That is awesome. Welcome to Shoal, guys and gals, and thank you so very much, Alex. That is so awesome of you. Did I say awesome enough? Should I say awesome one more time?
Well, I mean, if it's awesome.
Wait, go ahead. I have the
I'm
ability
done.
to stop them now. I now have the ability to stop them, but thank you so very much, Alex. I don't know if you've seen that one before. Welcome in.
You did good running off that tractor.
Yeah. Mark Sterlson has gifted one more Foxy's Fishes memberships to put us at 133 members to the channel this evening. Thank you so very much for that, Mark. And who did that go to, Miss Didi?
That went to Basiwi and Leo.
Awesome. Welcome to Shoal Post Seaweed, and thank you so very much, Mark.
Look, she stares you right in the eye when she dances.
Yes, she does. She takes it seriously.
She's giving you a stare down.
And then Geek Boy is also gifted one Foxy's Fishes memberships. Thank you so very much for that, Geek Boy. That puts us at 134 members to the channel now. You are awesome. And you gave us an even number. That's weird for Geek. But I still appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so very much for that, Geek. And who did that go to, Miss Didi?
That one went to LJ Shrimp. But I have them time stamped the same time, so maybe March just beat him to the punch.
Oh, maybe, but that was evened out again. But thank you so very much, and welcome to Shoal.
Fat Kitty in the City.
All the best dancers stare you right in the eye, so I'm told. And then with that, because he couldn't leave it even, Geek has gifted another Foxy's Fishes membership. Thank you so very much for that, Geek. And who did I go to, Miss Didi?
That one went to Scuba Stevo's Aquatics.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Shoal, Scuba, and Geek. Thank you so very much. We're now at 135. You are awesome.
You and I know you about that life. Drop with me now. Drop with me now.
That's,
You have some
I
great
look you straight in the
control.
eye with a smile.
Thank you so very much for that, Geek. And I also gifted 10 Foxy's Fishes memberships. I just forgot that I did that. And they went to Red Laser, Emma the Sea Witch, M&C Aquatics, Scaly Granny, a.k.a. Jenny Lynn, Hot Mess, Rich T, Bunny Viper, Aww, Larry D, Caleb Shirley, Asia Llewellyn. Welcome to Shoal, guys and gals. And oh my goodness, I have been thinking about Bunny so much this week. Not only was her birthday, but gosh darn it, I really, really miss Bunny. So wherever you are, Bunny, we love you. You are missed. And welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Says hello. Just wanted to say hi instead of just lurking. We'll greatly appreciate that. Welcome in. And we are honestly 5 minutes over time. So we need to start saying our goodbyes. But we are here every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Or Friday mornings, I do a coffee stream at 9 a.m. Central. So if you would like to join me then, feel free to. But we need to go. I am starving. I'm sure you're hungry too. I know you're parched, Miss Didi. Is there anything I can say before we your teeth are lips are sticking to your teeth. Anything I can say before we head on out, or you can't?
I have nothing. I'll give you the best I got. You know, how much do you keep expecting out of me? You know better.
Oh, I love you, you old heifer.
I love you too, Hef.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of, Sketty Nona sent me hats today that we both need. I'll send you the link after the stream, but that just reminded me that we need these hats. And thank you, Sarah. But I want to say special thank yous for the extra love this evening from Mark Strelson, Hagen Hill Design, the Zen Ginger, the Moneyless Maven, Pepper Creek Aquatics, Jody P, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Mark Strelson, Stephen P, Jody P, Didi's Finden, Toonie Loon, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Fathom Aquatics, Mark Strelson, Geek Boy. Thank you all so very much. And thank you all for being here with us this evening. Remember that we have a stream on in the morning, Foxy AM, right after. I am premiering a video of my Fish Room Punk booster box opening. So definitely tune in for that. Did I find a golden ticket? You never know until you you don't know. Maybe
Cross
you
my
get
finger for you.
But yes, otherwise, I want to say thank you all so very much for being here. Whether you are a participant, lurker, or replay crew, we love each and every single one of you, and we'll be back here with you next Thursday, same time, same channel, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, take this time to go ahead and give your loved ones a call. Check in on them, see how they're doing. Your voice just may be the voice that they need to hear today. And if you are lucky enough to have them close, you pull them in and you give them big, 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 big hugs and big, big kisses, because tomorrow is never promised, but today is a gift, a present. So go forth and spread some love with that, guys. And while you're at it, plant a seed of kindness, because the world can use so much kindness, and a beautiful garden can spring from the single seed that you sow. So go forth, spread love, kindness. And while you're at it, guys and gals, go ahead and give your fishies a kiss. Love you all. Bye.
Here is her mom now. Here is her baby now.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cat? Bailey calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.